where you see Han Solo and Chewbacca for the first time. Chew, we were home scene. So that was our first day.
Ooh, fitting.
Iconic scene.
Yeah, we started chronologically from the first appearance, and that day was so memorable because when we stepped out in front of the crew for the first time, that was the first time they had seen, or anyone had seen, Han Solo and Chewbacca together for God knows how many years. So that was people cried. People cried on that.
I remember the trailer, the second trailer for The Force Awakens. There were cinema events just for the trailer.
Yeah.
And this was the most iconic scene in the trailer.
Exactly. Exactly. And it was really something to be there when Harrison comes in, and then we start rehearsing, and we rehearse for half an hour, and then we start shooting. And Harrison says, "All right, let's shoot this piece of shit." And then I was like, I'm in Star Wars. Harrison Ford just swore at me while on Star Wars set. This is great. I love this.
Did you always had a smile on the...
Always.
Always, come on.
Yeah.
You're lying.
But then they loved it. Like, JJ loved it because I was always straight-faced because I'm in a Chewbacca mask. So I'm laughing or something, but my voice... It looks very funny when there is a juxtaposition of laughter and straight face.
The emotions on the face were controlled by some animatronic guys, I think.
No, Chewbacca doesn't have any animatronics. That was Kel Naka had animatronics that made him more expressive. But Chewbacca was just the dude inside the.
But you could still open and close his mouth.
Yes. Yeah, the jaw piece is separated, so when you open the jaw, there is a coil that brings up the upper lip of Chewbacca.
Ah, yeah.
That's the extent of the complexity.
But really important, I think.
Very important.
So how hard was it to you to bring all the emotions to the character, and how often did you discuss certain scenes with Peter?
We discussed with Peter whenever we had the chance. When he was there on set, we would discuss, and if he felt like there is something that he wanted to relay to me, he would tell me that. Mostly they were things that I could not know, like how he felt like doing certain things, like carrying something, how he would. Because of his unique physicality, he was unable to do it this way, but that way he could. So he would tell me those kind of specific things that he could do, because he's, Peter brought, his physicality brought that Chewbacca had a sort of a stiffer,
stiffness, or
this kind of look.
Yeah.
So because of Peter is who he is, that's why Chewbacca looked like that. So I had to emulate that in my own performance, and it was good to have Peter there to tell me of these things about the limitations of him that made Chewbacca originally, made him be more than just a man in a suit, but a memorable character in this universe.
How long did it take for you to be able to do the Chewbacca growl?
I practiced the Chewbacca growl many mornings when I was picked up from London and driven to Pinewood Studios. I would always practice with the drivers, and I would say, and he said, "Oh, that's not very good, is it?" And then next day I would come back and try, and I said,
You're getting there.
And
Judged by the drivers.
The drivers taught me the Chewbacca growl.
The Wookiee language.
When they said, "Oh, that's pretty good," then I knew I had it.
I've heard in an interview you said that there is one original Joonas growl in the movie, in Force Awakens. I think I remember.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah. Do you know exactly which one it is, and would you tell us?
Yes. I'd rather not, because I'm not very proud of that sound.
You're not happy with the sound.
I'm not sure.
I mean,
I need
think
to
you do
listen to it again, but
you
I'll
do
leave
it.
it to you to figure out which
Okay.
scene in Rise of Skywalker it is.
But you're doing a great Wookiee.
Well, thank you.
Language, perfect.
Thank you. But it's you know, my biggest fear when I was told I'm going to be playing Chewbacca alongside Peter in Force Awakens, my biggest fear was that I was somehow going to ruin this character that I've loved for so long. And so I didn't want to break from that. I wanted to focus on bringing Chewbacca back in such a way that no one would notice, that he would feel the same when he comes in, when he comes into the screen, that he would feel the same. And that's what I'm most happy that no one's. I haven't gotten many complaints about the performance.
I think you did a really good job. Would you agree?
Yes. Mission accomplished.
And if you have any complaints, you can direct them at Tim.
I will
have to
forward
get going.
them. Do you have any favorite scene playing Chewie?
My favorite scene is from Force Awakens, is when they are, the Rathtar is about to be let loose, but they're discussing with the mafia people. Chewbacca and Han are cornered with the gangsters coming up from both sides, and then Han says to them, I told you I'd pay you next week. And then they say, but that's what you said last week. And then he looks at Chewbacca for reassurance. That was that what I said? And Chewbacca is like, yeah, that's my favorite bit of play with them because it's so, yeah,
Chemistry in the scene is great.
You screwed up this time.
We all know that in big Hollywood movie productions, every little detail is like planned, and there are lots of people taking care of everything. For example, every actor or actress has a hairstylist. Does Chewbacca has more than one hairstylist? I mean, there's lots of hair.
Yes, my crew was bigger than anyone else's because I had someone for the hair, I had someone for my equipment, and I had someone to keep me cool and give me water. So I had at least 3 at all times. But now, I guess some people had
More than C-3PO?
We're talking about
Actually,
Anthony Daniels.
C-3PO
We probably
might
had a
have
lot of more people around, so...
Actually, I felt good about my people because they were always there. You know, I needed constant surveillance. They were always asking me, "You need to use the bathroom? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty?" And I could never really drink when we were or eat anything when I had the mask on. So they were constantly taking care of me. So yeah, I didn't win in the numbers, but I won in the attention to my needs. So so it was a sweaty job.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Probably. I know, and I saw a few guys with a costume, and they are always pretty wet. How do you keep that clean? I mean, do you have more than one costume so that they can fix that up?
How was
for
the
next
smell?
day? Yeah, how was the smell in the cockpit?
Well, Chewbacca always smelled great.
Yeah, of course.
And that's because after every day, the creature effects department would vodka and tea tree oil spray the costume.
Yes.
And
With vodka.
comb it. And sometimes they would even wash it and then put moisturizer, like conditioner on it.
Yes.
And
Use vodka?
Yes,
they use vodka.
Yes.
That's a good tip if you have
I know that.
some if your husband has some smelly clothing, just spray it with vodka. Go buy the cheapest vodka from the store.
Yes. It works wonder. It's
never mind the looks that people give you when you go to buy vodka at 12 o'clock at noon.
And you don't need cleaning service after that. Just spray vodka on it, like with a plant flower thing.
Spray.
Exactly.
Flower spray, and it works perfect. I know that because when we went on tour, I told you that I was a musician, and when we went on tour and went off stage, the first thing we did is like spray ourselves completely in vodka.
Right.
Some of it goes into the mouth.
I see some of my
Right,
people
yes.
in the audience. Write that down. Write that down.
And I learned it when I saw a tour Madonna DVD from a tour in America. And I saw it and what are they doing? What is it? Vodka? Yes, it is. Oh, great. And it works perfect. It's
But it
a
has to
wonder.
be vodka that is neutral. It can't be the grainy vodka. Some of it has
grainy
a
vodka.
like vodka is made from grains. So
I thought
you have to
that-
find
I mean,
vodka
the
that is
liquid not
neutral.
grainy.
Yeah. So it can't be the one that has the
Has to be the good stuff.
barley, whatever it is that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
use. It has to be as neutral as possible. Anyway, back to Chewbacca now.
Yeah, what I learned, if somebody stinks, just use vodka. Okay, got it. You, of course, after Rise of Skywalker, I think you thought you were done playing Chewbacca or Wookiees at all, and then the Acolyte came up.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about the process there. Was it a casting again, or whether like, yeah, we have Joonas over there, he played Chewie, it was great, so we have another Wookiee, take him?
Well, at this point, I had gotten an agent. I was very happy about that because then they had approached my agent, and he called me and said that there's another Wookiee Wookiee role for you, and I was really happy about it. And I didn't need to be found now. I had now an agent that everyone could contact them, and he could. But this one came from Lucasfilm, and I was really excited. And it turned out it was a Wookiee Jedi, so I got to go back to Pinewood for measurements, and then we were shooting in Shinfield Studios is where we shot the Acolyte mostly, and there I got to go meet the costume department for the first time because I had gotten accustomed to playing naked characters. And this was the first time I got to meet the costume department. And,
How much hair was lying around this time?
And there was, I still have the Kelnaka had the full-on hair suit, but then they were going to put the Jedi robes over the hair, and that was pretty exciting. I got to try on my Jedi robe, and then the question was whether to have sleeves on the Kelnaka costume. And we decided not to have sleeves because it would sort of defeat the point of having hairy arms if they were covered in sleeves. So my Jedi robe doesn't have sleeve. I'm the first sleeveless Jedi.
My question here is Chewie keeping some secret from us? Because now we see a Wookiee wearing clothes, and Chewie was running around for more than 40 years
Was he
doing
naked
nothing.
all the time?
Exactly.
Oh, well.
That is a question for Chewbacca. What are you doing?
And as a good friend of Chewbacca, what would he say?
We don't know. They lived in different times.
Oh, they're different
I
times.
don't know. Chewbacca might have been.
But they're pretty old, or can be pretty.
Actually, Chewbacca might be alive during Acolyte. Actually, yeah, for
Would
sure
be
he
nice
is.
to see them both on screen then.
Chewbacca is 230 years old.
Yeah, and Acolyte is more than 200 years before the movies, so...
All right, so Chewbacca is a baby.
But
A baby Chewbacca. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you love
like
to
in
see
the Christmas, like in the Christmas.
it? Baby Wookiee.
Yeah, like in the Christmas special. Do you like
Exactly.
the Christmas special and the story of the Wookiees in the Christmas.
please, let's not talk about the holiday special here.
No. We don't mention that.
No.
Streich das bitte.
Why can't we talk about my favorite film of the Star Wars? No, just kidding.
Yeah, if you say so. But how was the approach to play Kanaka? Did you use some of the Chewie stuff you've already learned, or what's the difference?
Well, Kalnaka was more trained, so I was more like a samurai. More
He's
like
fast.
Kalnaka is a fast dude. So it was very much unlike Chewbacca, who is more. He's more of a character. He's been out there smuggling, and he's developed arthritis as a result. And
Do you think they
Chewbacca
would
is
be
more-
friends, Chewie and Kanaka?
Hard to say. Different fields of work. So probably not.
Speaking of fields of work, he is a Jedi and he uses a lightsaber. How was it to use a lightsaber? Because it's one of the coolest weapons in Star Wars, maybe even in movies.
It was amazing. got to work with the stunt team, who was the same stunt team from Solo. So I got to meet those guys again, minus Brad Allen, who had sadly passed away a couple of years earlier. But he was the stunt coordinator in Solo, but he was no longer there. So we got to work with Mark Ginther and all those guys. So it was fun to meet back with them, and they knew what they knew what I had to bring to the fight scene that we were practicing for Acolyte. And we started practicing the lightsaber fighting, and I was really excited to do that, because who hasn't wanted to have been practicing a lightsaber fight? That was my dream from childhood, along with some other dreams, and that was one thing more done.
How long did you practice?
It was like a month or 2 months of lightsaber training. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, it wasn't a huge amount of time, but it was like 3 or 4 times a week. We would.
And the opinions about the Acolyte may be different among fans, but for myself, I really like the lightsaber action there. You really had a good swordmaster there, and since I do stuff with lightsabers, I might want to ask you, would you show us some Kanaka lightsaber skills here on stage?
Sure.
I just happen to have some lightsabers over here, so totally coincidence. Here's a lightsaber, and Björn, I want to involve you as well. This one, no, you have to give this one to Björn, please, because you get. Okay, I know you had a green one in the movie, but now this time you get a blue one.
Love it.
And normally we also should be able to get some sounds. Yeah, the color switch. So like, oh, here we are. So,
sounds. Give me the sounds.
You already have sounds. Wow. You can turn it off again using the button.
I think I'm not a Jedi.
Yeah. And now maybe we simulate a little fight.
I don't have the Force, actually. I'm sorry, I can't play with you.
You're more of a stormtrooper guy, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Press it.
Yeah, I press.
Release it. Release it. You just release it once. Oh, just for you. That's
yeah. You lost your power.
No,
you lost your power. Or the battery lost.
No problem. Because
I guess we'll conclude our regular program.
No. You won't get away this easy. Here, take this one.
Oh, this is even prettier. Oh, and it's red.
Okay, your color was blue, mine's blue. So you're our enemy.
Okay. 2 against 1, go.
Yeah. What was the first thing that you were taught when using a lightsaber?
I can't remember what was the first thing, but we started doing these. They gave me a cross, and then we started doing these. We started doing with 2 hands. So I'm just showing one hand. We started doing these, and then we did.
Björn is really into it there.
Top to bottom, and then we did a few. That was one drill that I remember. We would do.
What about? I think that the sabers are really loud. Maybe we put the volume a bit down. What was the first thing? Maybe the basic spin. Do you know that one?
And then one time they taught me this. I can't remember how we.
We call it. We actually call it the senseless spin.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan is that the same?
It's the same. It's the same.
I never learned the Obi-Wan. Maybe you can teach me.
Like that. Something like that.
Yeah,
so
really good. Really good.
Take it. You lead with your.
You put it in front of you, then do a circle, and then spin it behind your back again, and move it forward. Yeah, we will get there. We'll get you. And as for the fights, I mean, come over here.
The most important thing for Kalnaka was that he will when he strikes, it's like a little bit more uncontrolled than a normal Jedi fighting, especially because he's bewitched by the time we see him in action.
Yeah, I mean, you're a huge guy, and I'm already intimidated by you standing there with a lightsaber. So strike me down with all of you. Not hate, but
So yeah, in the fight scene, we would do a lot of like big arcs. So Kalnaka would strike like that, but then
you can hit the saber. It's
okay. Yeah.
okay.
But it was a lot of that, and so that it would look impressive for and people would be sold on the idea that Kalnaka is very strong.
Yeah.
That they're having a tough time repelling his strikes.
I have a little idea. Björn, come to me. Even though we have a red and blue lightsaber, we do something with you. Do the same strike again, please. This time we will both try to block it. Yeah, but
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay, this time you come running across us and do the strike.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh
One.
wait, what was it? I forget what the there was a strike where I'm doing this.
Nice.
I can't do it right
Yeah.
now. I forget how one of the steps went, but it was like this
Probably
or something like that.
Probably
I can't remember
combination.
now.
You did like this and then you go like
Yeah,
that.
it was something like that. It was really cool. It was really cool.
Okay, but from here we move to then we push you away, and then we both, Björn, go to him, and you just block it in front of your head. And maybe let's act it.
Okay, okay.
You want to see this? It's okay, but with first turn your sabers off. It has to look dramatic, and we will put the microphone away. Maybe some music. Is music possible? I'll wait for a second. Ah, great. Okay, maybe whatever. Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you for that. And this concludes our panel with Joonas. But make sure to visit him at his booth, get a photo with him, and
Remember
get his
all your
autographs.
questions you have and ask this friendly guy. I would like to ask you, what do you think? Are Wookiees playing basketball?
Of course.
Yes.
Basketball is Kashik's number one sport.
Yes.
And we
Thought
will
so. Thank you
continue
very
right
much.
there tomorrow. Give a huge round of applause for Joonas Suotamo. Thank you very much. I'll take the sabers. Thank you. You just put it on the table and thanks, guys. Thank you. And make sure schaut wirklich, dass ihr euch ein Foto mit dem macht, ein Autogramm. Auch das alles für einen guten Zweck. Joonas ist dann auch noch bis morgen Mittag da. Er wird ein bisschen früher seinen Flug erwischen müssen. Deswegen schnell hin, Foto machen und weiter diesen tollen Zweck hier unterstützen.